Welcome to Bowling Showcase, the only show to bring you everything bowling from the bowling capital of the world, Metro Detroit. I'm your host, Mark Martin, and I'm happy you've taken time out of your very busy schedules to join us for this week's episode. We have an action-packed, exciting episode this week with our coverage of the MD USBC Junior Masters Championship matches, both the boys and the girls' final match. Before we get to that, let me tell you about some MD USBC news that you may have missed. Stacy Timmer of Wayland won the 4th MD USBC Women's Series event at Sterling Lanes with a 279 to 237 triumph over Michaela Mitchell of Tecumseh, Ontario. Timmer was the top qualifier for the day with a 4-game total of $995. Timmer took home the top prize of $500. On the men's side, it was Scott Glenday of Warren who won the 4th series event for the men with a 230 to 229 triumph over Anthony Wright of Detroit. Glenday, he qualified 10th with $951, and he also took home the top prize of $500. The MD USBC Senior Queens Tournament was held at Plaza Lanes. Michelle Behrman of Milford claimed the top prize with a 212 to 195 victory over defending champion Alicia Lambert of Allen Park. Behrman was the top qualifier for the stepladder finals with a total score of 908. Congratulations to Women's Series event winner Stacy Timmer and men's winner Scott Glenday. And another big congratulations to Senior Queens champion Michelle Behrman. That brings us to today's main event, the 2023 MD USBC Junior Masters Championship held on March 25th at Vision Lanes in Westland. Let's start with the girls. J.C. Thibodeau of Warren was the top qualifier after 6 games with 1172. In the final championship stepladder match, she faces 4th place qualifier Sophia Matheson of Macomb. Enjoy as the two girls hit the lanes for the final decisive match featuring J.C. Thibodeau and Sophia Matheson now on Bowling Showcase.
Come up in her first frame and get a strike. However, this is makeable. Probability's not very high, but it is makeable. She's going for it. Ball's moving. And she gets 2 pins. Well, that opens the door for JC. She can double here. She'll certainly tighten up the match. A little more time. There she goes. Ball looks decent. Just doesn't quite have the drive. She gets 7 pins on her first ball. JC's got her spare ball in her hand again. Shooting for a 3-pin spare. She lets the ball go and she converts it. That gives her a 64 in the 5th. She should make up some time here in the 6th because she's now got a spare, whereas Sophia had an open in the 6th. So a good count, and this becomes a pin count game, as they call it. She's taking a little longer now on the approach to think about it. Now she lets it go. And, there's that 10-pin. 10-pin. But that gives her an 83 in the 6th. So she's basically only 4 pins down to Sophia right now. We're going to have a match to the end, I think, here. She lets it go for the 10 pin, and oh my God, again. She misses the 10 pin. She gives her a 92 in the 7th. That's 3 1-pin spares she's missed at this point. 2 of those are 10 pins. Now Sophia up in the 7th frame. And again, she lets it go, and the ball just doesn't want to come up to the head pin. She gets a 7 count on her first ball. So just as JC looked like she was going to make this a match, misses that 1-pin spare, she kind of hands it back over to Sophia. However, Sophia's got to make these 3 pins. She lets it go, and she made the spare. She puts herself back up again by 15 pins. All right, we're going into the 8th frame now. Sophia lets it go. There it is again. She just can't get that ball to come up to the pocket. She gets 7 pins on her first ball. This gives her a 104 in the 7th. But she's got a tougher 3-pin spare this time because you've got that pesky 8-pin sitting in the back of the sleeper. She's got a good release, and she covers it. Clutch cover, a nice cover on that one. Well, for JC, the time has come. She can't afford any more mistakes. She's now up in the 8th. JC's taking a little more time. The ball's on its way. Oh, Lord. That was not good. The ball just took off on her. She got 6 pins, but it's a split. Makeable split, but all splits are difficult. And she's almost got to make this, otherwise this match could just about be over. And she went on the inside, got 2 pins. That gives her 100 in the 8th. Sophia's got basically 114 already in the 8th, plus whatever she gets on her next ball. It's definitely a must strike time for JC. The boys next door are done with their semifinal match. They're just waiting for the ladies here to finish so they can go into their final match. JC lets the ball go. Ball didn't come up. She's got 6 pins on her first ball. And unfortunately, unless Sophia really has some bad luck in the 9th and 10th, it looks like Sophia will be our ladies junior masters champion. But shall see. And JC only got 2 on that last ball, so that gives her 108 in the 9th. Best she can now do is 138 if she struck out in the 10th. And Sophia really only has to stay Oh my God, she throws a big split in the ninth. But I think that's just about enough. Yep. She's got the match. Sophia comes from the 4th seed to beat the top seed and win the Ladies Junior Masters Championship for the Metro Detroit Bowling Association. Shoots for the spare, doesn't make the spare in the ninth, but for all intents and purposes, it is over. Well, I might have misspoken. If she throws a couple of gutter balls, JC still has a chance, but I don't think that's going to happen. So she's got 128 in the ninth. Best JC can do is 138. She basically needs a spare. She lets the first ball go, and she strikes. All along, she hasn't been able to get the ball to come up. She comes up, it does come up for her in the 10th frame. She's now sitting at 138. She needs basically one pin to shut out JC. This is for the title right here. Ball's on a lane. It doesn't come up, but she has 7 pins, and that's enough, so she's our champion. She can finish with a 148. Kind of a low-scoring game, but these lanes are tough. This shot has been tough for the ladies. And there it goes. Oh, she actually does spare on her last ball for final score of 148. And Sophia Matheson is the 2023 Junior Masters champion for the Metro Detroit Bowling Association. JC is going to go finish out. Again, like I said before, the best she could do is 138, even if she struck out. She gets 5 pins on that last ball. It's not a split, but it's just a mere formality now to finish out. JC had a good tournament. She did real well in qualifying, just some bad luck in the final match, and unfortunately, 3 one-pin spare misses would have made a big difference. And she gets 3 more pins, so JC ends up with a 116. Sophia is our ladies champion for the 2023 Metro Detroit Bowling Association Junior Masters Championship.
What a tight final match. Congratulations to Sophia Matheson on her impressive win. And a big thank you and congratulations to all of this year's participants. Time for a little break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with our coverage of the 2023 MDUSBC Junior Masters Championship Boys Final coming up next on Bowling Showcase.
If you've been involved in an auto accident, it can change your life. So can the attorneys at 1-800-LAWYERS. They have won thousands of cases and millions of dollars. When you need help, call 1-800-LAWYERS, the law office of Zamler, Schiffman, and Karfus.
The Michigan State USBC provides tournament competition and recognition for men, women, and youth bowlers in Michigan. Tournaments include Open, Women's, and Youth Championships. Also Youth Masters, Queens, Masters, and Senior Masters. Recognition includes first-time 300 games and 800 series for all members and 600 and 700 club memberships for women. Visit MichiganStateUSBC.com for entry blanks and more information on the Michigan State USBC.
The hug pickup, the home run swing, the drum major high step, the genuine joy, the unforgettable party, the food, the friends, the original social network. No matter who you are, it's always a great time. Grab your family, find a friend, and go bowling.
Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We are the largest affiliate of the United States Bowling Congress with over 30,000 members of all ages. We support USBC certified league competition and organize USBC certified tournament competition. We provide 18 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com.
1-800-Lawyers has been winning cases for over 50 years in Southfield, Detroit, Warren, Taylor, Macomb, and all over Michigan. When it matters and you need help, call 1-800-Lawyers.
Welcome back. It's time to grab your favorite beverage and snack, sit back and settle in for our second main event. 2 main events in one show. What more could you ask for? We'll jump over to the boys' side of the lanes for the 2023 MD USBC Junior Masters Championship Final between top qualifier Dylan Maurer of Macomb and Joseph Mers of Davison, the 5th place qualifier. Once again, George Brzezinski has the call now on Bowling Showcase.
But he does spare in the 5th. Joseph Mers is up. Joseph let the ball go, and Joseph strikes. That's 3-banger. Gives him another 10, adds 10 more pins onto his lead. Joseph came through the qualifying or the match play with a 197 to 174 victory in his first match. Oh, and he carries another one. 4 in a row. Really he's putting the pressure on Mr. Maurer, on Dylan. And he opens up a substantial lead. Dylan has to start striking because he has a tough hill to climb here. That's the ball, and again 9-pin, no strike. That gives him 76 in the 5th, and potentially Joseph Mers can be at 118 in the 5th. That's a big gap here. So he needs a spare. No room for errors again. Going for the spare, and he makes it. So, halfway through, Mr. Maurer in the 5th frame is looking at a 76. Mr. Mers in the 5th frame is looking at a potential 118. Nice release. And he does carry. Looked like that was going to stand there for a second. So that gives Daryl 96 in the 6th. Oh, I should say not Daryl, Dylan. I apologize. I don't know where I got the Daryl from. Mr. Mers is up. And, ooh, well, he got at least 9. That's a big count. So that gives him 117 in the 5th. The Mauer's 76. Mers is going for his 1-pin spare. And he's got it. That gives him 137 in the 6th to 96 for Mr. Mauer. That's a 41-pin lead. That's a pretty substantial lead with only 3 frames left for both of them. As I started to say earlier, Mers came through the round by winning his first game 197 to 174. The second match he won 197 to 181. Kind of consistent. In the semifinals, he won 212 to 177. And as I said, he's right now got a pretty substantial lead. There's a 9 count on his first ball in the 8th frame. And he makes his spare. Well, Dylan Mauer doesn't have much choice here, I don't think. He basically has to start throwing strikes, or I was told I'm never supposed to say this ahead of time, but the match could be over quickly here if we don't start seeing some X's. Dylan can still wind up potentially with the 216. He does throw a strike. Big strike. Got to keep the pressure up. Joseph Mers, if he were to strike out, could end up with 236. Has to have a strike here. Nice release. Oh. Hit right there. Yeah, that gives Dylan a 125 in the 7th to 156 for Joseph Mers in the 7th. Let the ball go. He gets his spare, which gives him a 145 in the 8th. Best he can do now, 195. I think Joseph Mers just has to stay clean because he's basically at 166 plus whatever he gets the rest of the way. Joseph lets the ball go. Oh, a fast 8. That pin went right over the top. However, still a good count. Which gives him 174 in the 8th to Dylan's 145. And he's got his spare. That gives him 184 right now. He had basically, again, unless he throws something in the gutter, won this match, and he will be crowned the Metro Detroit Bowling Association 2023 Junior Masters Champion. Ball's gone on its way, and of course, like a champion, He throws a strike in the 10th, which gives him 194 in the 9th, 204 right now, and he has shut out Dylan. Dylan's just going to go up there now and finish out so we can get this match over. But again, Joseph Merce is our 2023 Metro Detroit Bowling Association Junior Masters champion. Sure. Joseph gets a 9 count. You can finish with 214. This match was a little higher scoring than the ladies had, but the ladies seemed to have a real tough time with that, the shot on those lanes. Oh yeah, as always happens when it's over, now strikes come easily. Joseph Merz finishes with a 214. Congratulations to Joseph. Nice shooting. And just like with the ladies, the low seed came out to win the title. Oh yeah, finishes out with a flurry, 3 strikes for 195. Final score, Joseph Merz 214, Dylan Maurer 195. And as I said, Joseph is our men's junior masters 2023 champion.
What a match. Congratulations to Junior Masters Boys Champion Joseph Merz on his impressive win. And again, thank you to all the participants and parents who made this event such a great one. If you want to watch both of these exciting matches in their entirety, check out the Bowling Showcase channel on youtube.com. Well, that's it for this episode. I hope you continue to tune in every Saturday, 10 a.m. on WADL Detroit. Remember, our Adult Challenge finale is next week. You can connect with us on Facebook or email us at bowlingshowcase@gmail.com. We're interested in your feedback. So until next time, keep your eyes on the mark, and we'll see you next time on Bowling Showcase.